Hi there, Colleen Adrian here today to talk with you about parenting teens and when your teen is doing behaviors or doing things that are worrying you, and when they've hit that age where they're not only doing things that worry you, they're not so willing to follow your direction anymore. Often that happens at around age 15, give or take, right? So, what can you do? First of all, I just want to say that it's really normal to feel some anxiety around that, right? And some parents even feel a little bit of embarrassment around feeling anxious, right? Because it's normal for your teen to start to want to be more independent and to separate from you. And so sometimes parents feel like they should be able to handle it better, or they feel like they shouldn't be irritated with their teen that's leaving a mess in their wake and maybe doing things that are disrupting the rest of the family, or going out and doing things that worry you, right? Regardless of what your situation is, I just first want to reassure you that feeling some anxiety, some irritation, some fear, those are pretty normal parent feelings at this stage. It can be a difficult stage. Secondly, I want to say that it's normal and tempting to keep trying to parent in the same way that you've already parent, which is to tell your things how you tell your teen how they should do things. You can see maybe some risks that they can't see. You can see kind of the long range, often potentially a little bit better than they can or than you feel like they can anyways. And so it's tempting to keep parenting them in the same way and keeping them safe, basically, which is often our biggest concern. Keeping them safe in the same way that you've always kept them safe. And that's by telling them what to do, or giving them some direction or some guidance, whether it's been asked for by them or not. Um, but again, if they're at a stage where they're doing what they want, regardless of what you say or what you want them to do, and you can't always keep them safe in the same way that you used to, again, that's what brings up the anxiety. So you're facing a challenge here as a parent about how to parent differently, right? How to create a relationship with your teen that's growing up that is still connected and where they'll still come to you if they want some guidance, but they're not going to push you away. So you're not going to be telling them what to do in the same way. So there's a period of not knowing exactly how to do that, right? Or maybe even knowing exactly what your role is, and also not knowing exactly how you can keep them safe, right? Especially if they're doing what they want and not telling you. So here's what your job is. Your job, when they're doing what they want anyways, is to find ways to manage your own anxiety without necessarily changing their behavior, right? Trying to change their behavior often starts in power struggle, starts power struggles, and it tends to result in them shutting you right down, right? And just kind of checking out. So, you want to find way, and that doesn't mean that you're not going to set limits. I just want to be clear about that. And I'm not going to talk about that in this particular video, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to set limits. You're still going to set limits where you can, but in situations where they're not going to listen to you anyways, your best approach is, if you still want to have a little bit of connection with them and you still want to be able to provide some guidance if the opportunity arises, you want to do your best to approach them with a calm, and when you can, when both of you are connected as well. So I'm just going to say that again because that was a bit bumpy. So you want to do your best to approach them when you are calm, right? If possible. And that's not always possible. Everybody slips up. But do your best to approach them when you are calm and when the two of you are connected. And you'll know the difference. There's a little bit more lightness in the relationship when you're connected. They're a little bit more open. That's when you want to talk to them, not when they're already kind of, like this. The second thing that you want to do is you want to work on getting support to process your own emotions. So the things that I've just talked about, the anxiety, the fear, the worry, and have enough support that you need for any fears and worries that you're having, right? Lots of parents can get the support they need, or they can downregulate their nervous system from feeling anxious or fearful by talking with a friend, especially if you have a friend who's more experienced than you are, or a partner, anybody who's empathetic, maybe taking a walk in nature, maybe having a hot bath and a cup of tea. Often those are enough to just help us calm again. For parents who need more than that and want a little bit of professional help, I offer that as well. Either way, I wish you well as you navigate this terrain of what I believe is really a rite of passage for both teenagers and their parents. I wish you well with it. Thanks for listening.